Hello and good evening. My name is James Rosler, and tonight we're going to be presenting a small vignette on the ethical leadership style questionnaire, as well as the ethical morality that is centered around one's own ethical decision-making process, accountability, and varying levels of self-interest. To begin with, Northouse describes three different approaches to ethical decision-making and morality, and are pre-conventional, conventional, and post-conventional. Now, I feel it's important that we mention these just because of the various ethical morality theories that relate directly to an individual's differing levels of self-interest or self-concern. Now, pre-conventional morality relates to decisions that are purely based on self-interest or increase of self-value. This relates to someone's moral compass as an individual or offers protections and possibly personal developments. Now, very little accountability is expected at this stage of moral development, and it lends itself more towards the egocentric side or self-centered nature. Now, conventional morality, on the other hand, poses the decision tree whereby conceptually one is influenced by what others may think of a particular decision, or possibly influenced by a post facto judgment due to some sort of choice they made. More easily said, what are the consequences? Now, from a social standpoint, especially in a global managerial world, this stage of morality is imperative to one's own development, finding your level of utilitarianism within a group or within an organization, and building a keystone or realizing the overall impact of not just the singular individual, but moreover the group, balancing egocentric with the altruist. Now, finally, post-conventional morality is a state whereby one's basic or intrinsic personal values guide them, and possibly even extrinsic implications on particular decisions. As an individual at post-conventional levels, they've learned and adopted a set of codes or ethics by which they constantly live by, work by, or hopefully lead by as well. Now, as we continue and we examine my own results of the ethical leadership style questionnaire, I started by asking myself all the possible outcomes of questions and where they would lead me. I tried to hypothesize, what start of ethical values I would have with this questionnaire and where I'd find myself, which led me to caring. Now, as a servant-based leader, this is a humongous influence in my daily regimes. Normally, I automatically associate the word caring with my leadership style, a more mentorship-based or pseudo-sensitive-based type relationship with my clients and customers and employees. Now, after I completed the ELSQ, I found that my score of duty was the highest at a level of 4. It was kind of strange to me because I consider myself an altruist in the truest sense of the word, for lack of a better one, where I always find my clients and my teammates at the highest level, which was strange in this particular case because my caring level only came out at a 1.7. As I reflected back on the answers from the ELSQ, I did start to identify that duty to my organization and my current role is what drove my most recent leadership decisions in its truest sense. On the lowest end of the scale for the readouts from the ELSQ was a level of ego, and that just kind of helped reinforce my servant-based leadership ideology and the skills for what is best for my organization, hopefully for myself. Now, I found the questions eye-opening. I'll be recommending that my team take this quiz as soon as time permits, hopefully open up their eyes to the ethical decision-making process, not only for themselves, but also for those around them and people that they're impacted by. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a great week.